Alright, hello people of the internet. I hope you all are doing well. Should come up with a name for this little club of ours, the speedrunning community. A proper title, just people of the internet is fine. I feel like it's what I've always said really in all of my videos where I'm speaking, but I don't know. Something cooler. It's not just gonna be people of the internet for long. Soon it's gonna be everyone in the whole country, in the whole world even. Alright, well, not that guy. Alright, so for this episode, I wanted to flesh out some of my plans some more, and answer some comments and concerns that I saw posted on the last video, the pilot, I guess you could call it, even though network has not picked it up yet, but that's okay. I don't need a network. I have you all. You are my network. So yeah, let's just flesh out the plans a bit more, and I'll hop into some comments, some concerns. I'm sure a big question that a lot of people have is, why me? Why am I qualified to become the most powerful person in the world? Finger on the button for the largest nuclear arsenal, largest commander-in-chief of the largest military in the world, largest economy, the global superpower, even though that is kind of changing. So why me? Why me? Why am I qualified, right? Like I said, I'm just some guy. Ever since 2020, when I was sort of holed up in my college dorm room one fine morning, all my group chats were blowing up. There were the Black Lives Matter protests after the murder of George Floyd were erupting all over the country and all over the world even, which was crazy to me. I saw the power of people and I saw the power of those movements. It was just inspiring how many people were coming together over the death of, at the time, the death of one man, but they were about a larger trend with regards to police brutality. But that was the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. And that was just like, whoa. Okay, people are really coming together. The injustice in the world was making me so angry, and I was glad to see people rising up, demanding that action be taken to stop such police brutality, racial discrimination, horrible injustices in our country. It's this is a democracy. We have the right to protest. It's our impetus, our drive to fight oppression when we see it. That's how the country was founded, basically. People saw injustice. They were being taxed by the British, of course, and they didn't have any representation. So I think it's a very, very American, very democratic spirit to fight for what we need in our society, because it really is clear that what our society currently has, it's not working. I mean, okay, I said I was going to do some research, but I'm really just going off the cuff here. 90% of the income in this country goes to 100 people, right? The top 0.00001%. A handful of people, basically. Out of 330 million people in this country, the 10% goes to everyone else. Really, 7% out of that 10% is going to the next 1,000 people down the line or whatever, which is just absurd, frankly. I mean, it's disgusting. The system isn't working. People are upset about so many things in this country. In so many regards, things feel like they're getting worse. The world feels like it's going crazy. During the pandemic, I realized, oh, everyone is crazy. People are just insane, and I am among those people. I am also insane. I am a deranged maniac of an individual. This is my fusion reactor, by the way. It's my on-off switch for it. I keep picking up eggs because I have this magnet mode turned on, and just there'll be a chicken somewhere. It'll just lay an egg. It'll just get sucked into my inventory. Made this aqueduct off screen. It's not done, obviously, but it's pretty cool. I like it. There's a water source way back at the beginning. Yeah, I just got a little pond on top of this mountain. I can stop it at any time too, just because I don't know. That's fun. See, they're flying into my hands. They're just. I just got an egg magnet on me. So if you've been wondering what this is, some kind of weird monument thing. That's all I got really. I made it for fun because I wanted to. I had a vision last year where I saw myself become God Emperor of Dune type figure from the book God Emperor of Dune, and honestly, it really solidified that maybe I should be the one. I get there are politicians and stuff, but they're also I don't know, I watched a clip of a congressional hearing, and it was just so very clear. It was oh no, the inmates run the asylum now. Joe Biden, he's like fine. I don't know. I've seen him give like some like inspirational speeches. He has his moments, right? But for a lot of time, his like, oh, shoot, what's her name? Ketanji Brown like announcement or whatever, and he's like, oh, America, it's it's so great. It's a great country. And I was so great about it. And it's like, oh, okay, thanks, Joe. That man is president. The guy before him, Mr. Donald, I mean, when has he ever said coherent sentences? In 2020, after he like actually got COVID, and he like posted a video, he's like wheezing, and he is like speaking. He's like brought down to like a normal human being's level of speaking. You know, guys, this disease sucks. I'm gonna be okay. I got the best healthcare treatment here, the best in the world. But seriously, guys, be careful out there. And it's like, he has the capacity to be normal, but I don't know. There's just like, it feels like there's no like normal people in politics, right? This is what I'm getting at here. And everyone crazy, as I was saying earlier. So the fact that I am also crazy, deranged lunatic is like normal, and I will admit it. Probably the only person in this race to willingly admit to you that I'm a crazy, unhinged, deranged lunatic. And see, the fact that I do admit that means that I am the most normal, insane person, and that's why you should vote for me. I don't know. I've been debating this. Like, should I be serious? Like, not to give, too much away about myself, like at the beginning of a relationship. Don't just like info dump at the beginning. You want like a little bit of mystery and like learn things and like grow and stuff as it goes on. And I'm like, should I not like give too much of my personality away? Should I not like admit to being a crazy deranged lunatic? Like, at first, this is only like the second episode, right? It's kind of a bold claim to say, but at the same time, like, I believe in complete openness and transparency, because we live in a democracy, and it only functions with openness and transparency. The classic, there's no famines in democracies, because in more authoritarian states historically, diseases, the crops are failing, yada yada. People will obviously pretty upset that their food is going away. They'll riot. The government in authoritarian states have kept that fact concealed until like the last possible moment when they can get the hell out of Dodge, basically. And that's not possible in a democracy, essentially, because you have freedom of the press. You have independent sources that can like verify things and be like, oh, the food crops are not like doing great this year. And like people will read the news. People will keep an eye on that. And they're like, oh, shoot, like I'm not going to be able to get as much corn next year or whatever, even though there's enough corn in this country to feed the world over a million times. But yeah, no famines in democracies. And so I think I'm the best person for the job, and I need myself to sort of be known to win this thing in record time. So I think, screw it, maybe I will info dump about myself. So may as well give glimpses into my lore here. Like, I'll give something like on a personal level. Like, I had a pretty bad breakup a few months ago that was kind of like pretty traumatizing, actually, and really made me loathe that sensation of being known by someone. In a way, I think this series will sort of be shock therapy for me, because I need to be the meest me in order to win this thing and transform our society. Society will really only progress when those in charge are capable of acknowledging and understanding who they really are. Yeah, I think that this is sort of like a good way to sort of force myself. Like, I do, because I know I need to be the best version of myself to make the best society, obviously. Am I crazy for thinking that? What I'm getting at here, you all are just going to hear about my trauma. I'm just going to ramble about personal shit. I started a job at a movie theater recently, so that we got some income coming in now, so that's like good. Okay, step one was find a way to survive, because obviously I need to be independent. Like, I don't know if there's ever been like a president living with their family, or like a presidential candidate, rather, I should say, like still like living at home with their parents. That would be a fun addition to the challenge. Maybe someone else can try that later. Winning the presidency with the like addition of parent locked or whatever. I love the idea that other people will try this speed run after me as well. Yeah, let's see if they can beat 12 years. I would love to see that. I would watch the hell out of that series. I'm shooting for the moon, so, that way, if I miss, I'm still sailing in the stars. Another thing, probably the most frequent comment I saw was people asking me, oh, how? Like, how are people going to watch this series and see you make it into the office of the presidency faster than anyone else in history? You're just flying around in Minecraft. You're not, like, doing anything. It's like a fair point. I am just flying around in Minecraft right now. Okay, well, first of all, Thanks for the question, chat. That's a great one, and it's a reasonable ask. You see, I think that we've seen people who are what you would call content creators that have run for public office in this country before. I think I remember seeing Joey Salads announce that he was running for the Pennsylvania state legislature, something like that. Then there was that, what was he, like 22-year-old autistic trucker out of Seattle that was like a TikTok star that was running for like the city council, I think. But that was like his, that was like he had a brand. That was him. He was the autistic trucker. Like that's how he stylized himself, presented himself as. And he did get like a big following, but it didn't translate. I mean, it was all like kids on TikTok, so it didn't translate to actual votes. And he just vanished. Quote me if I'm wrong, but I'm 99.1 billion% sure that Joey Salads is not a Pennsylvania state legislator. So, these people were not successful. They were content creators first, and they tried to translate their success in the digital realm to the physical one. And so what I'm doing is sort of tying my success in the real world to that of the series. The series takes off, then presumably I'm doing reasonably well in my pursuit of political power, right? Because people will be tuning in to see that. I ran the numbers on this. I think it makes sense. But people will see outrageous things and like they end up supporting it. Think back to Twitch Plays Pokemon when people came together and had a blast just like doing that just because they could. And they ended up playing the whole series. Oh jeez, this ravine is full of animals. What are you guys doing down there? Oh, these idiots are so stupid. People will see outrageous things and they end up supporting it. Twitch Plays Pokemon. People had that activity that you could collaborate on, and as a group, probably the largest group of people in history playing the same game at once. Really, everyone participates. Everyone wins together. And that's sort of what I'm envisioning for this. I really do think that if this series takes off and people see like my achievements, even if you're just like tuning in to hear this madman ramble about his delusions while he makes aqueducts. I should make aqueducts like on the moon or something. That would be sick. But if people really do like start to join in on this endeavor and like contribute their ideas, their personal political power, which again is not small. We saw like the big changes that people have been able to bring when working together with others. Squidward looking motherfucker. People can make powerful changes. Like wackier things have happened. People will start to join in on this endeavor and it'll gain traction. And I think from there it will sort of snowball is what I'm imagining. Again, I ran the numbers on this, but I'm not very good at math, to be honest with you. Just to say, I'm not making the series just to like make the series. I'm just being me, just recording the series to document the journey, to crowdsource the involvement of everyone, basically. I'm Alex, and I'm running for president, and this is the journey, not I ran for president, and this is my journey, not doing this for the sake of content creation. I'm doing this because I want to do this. I hope that makes sense. I think it makes sense. It makes sense. Screw you. If you don't get it, you're big stupid doo-doo head. Watch the next episodes. Maybe it'll make more sense. I want to be independent here because I think Texas is like the center of the universe. It's been my home. I know it the best, home territory. There's lots of potential here. There's like 5-6 million people in the DFW Metroplex. That's like a lot of, power to consolidate and energize if I pull this off, right? And to sort of to inspire people. I'm going to be building a flourishing world here. Hopefully by the time of the next episode, I'll have my greenhouse here finished. Do some magical stuff with plants. And like the moon, I feel like the moon is like gotta be magic. It's gotta be like haunted or something, right? There's gotta be like spooky things. Like I see a cave to the north here. And look at this. This is haunted soil. Soul soil. There are literally souls trapped in the moon. Like this is the perfect place to make a spooky greenhouse. I'll probably pop into other games as well. So I'll be playing this, be playing RuneScape. My end goal in there is a Maxcape. I'm conquering the galaxy right now in Spore. Yeah, Spore. But you know what? I don't care. I'm gonna settle on like every planet in the galaxy. I'm gonna make a galactic empire like in Foundation. I'm gonna be getting all the achievements. These guys are just bumping around. I'm getting all the achievements in Civilization 6. I'm like halfway there already, but it's a long game. Maybe I'll pop in. I understand. I'm just like rambling at the camera for like these first couple episodes, but that is because I'm setting things up. And this is like an unconventional run. Are you corrupted? What are you doing up here, bro? What's up here? Ooh, cheese. They do have cheese on the moon. That's fun. So I'll be like good at this showing all my cool stuff. Hey, look how good I am at these skills. They're gonna transfer to running the country. I don't know. Things that'll really show off who I am, how I play, why I am who I am, how I am. I think it'll make people see why I'm so fit to be president of the United States of America. My actual goals as president, specific reforms and such that I would want to do. Like for example, like I think all the streaming services should be nationalized. Because I think we can all agree that like playing we all went to streaming services because cable sucked. It's like you can't even like choose when to watch what you want to watch. You just gotta sort of accept whatever is on. That was fine back in like the 1950s, but like times have changed. People are busy. People want to do things at their pace. People went to streaming services where they could in fact do what they wanted in their own time. And now you have to subscribe to like freaking like dozen different streaming services. You're paying like $200 for Netflix and Hulu and Disney Plus and Amazon Prime and Max and Vudu and Tibi and AMC Plus, and it's just like it's just like total nonsense. It's like you'll search something up on Netflix, like, oh right, Netflix doesn't have anything anymore. I forgot about that, and so it won't be there. And you'll like go to, okay, maybe it's on Amazon. They got a lot of stuff. And you look it up and like, oh, it is there, but you gotta link it with your Racetrack Plus Plus account or whatever to watch it. Oh my! This Shiba has a sword. That doesn't seem right. Why do you? Okay. The world is like so full of like annoyances like this. And that's just one like tiny example. But it nationalized the streaming service. Put all of the content on there. Consolidate the American culture basically in one place, because the government has the power to do that. You can like sign a bill that just does that. You like appoint like a bunch of like head of the FCC chairs or whatever. They're like, yeah, this will be for the good of the country. It'll be for the good of the people. It'll be good for cultural preservation, first of all, because I mean streaming services are constantly just like removing things just because, like, oh, HBO Max, they're like, oh yeah, we ran the numbers in our $100 million Batgirl movie or whatever the hell, it only bring in like $42,000 a minute on streaming services and new subscriptions or whatever, and that's not going to be a tax write-off. We actually need to show a loss this year so we can not have to pay an extra $3 million in corporate taxes or whatever. So actually we're just going to delete that and no one gets to see it. All the hard work that went into that, all the results of people's labor, it just like effectively like doesn't exist. And then because it's a tax write-off, then the government and the people, they pay for that anyway, which is so stupid and absurd. So like, let's just make it a service. Screw it. The government's already paying. We're already paying for this. The free market is not delivering good. It's delivering bad. So have like a national Minecraft server too. Maybe that would be fun. Force all the politicians to like build a Minecraft town together. I think that would be actually really good for like cooperation, because like back in the day, like all the politicians, like all the people in Congress and stuff, they lived in DC. They like moved their families out there once they won elections. So, like their kids like went to school together and stuff. Maybe your neighbor was a fellow congressperson, I mean, and have a barbecue with them or whatever. Now it's like everyone like flies back home on the weekends, and like people sleep in their offices, and like everyone in the government is miserable. But I feel like if everyone is forced to cooperate through something like simple, low stakes, like a Minecraft server, but that like people can get into. I mean, you can make like really cool and like detailed things in Minecraft. Honestly, I think that would be pretty smart for encouraging collaboration. Like, let me do one last thing. Outer space. If it wasn't obvious by the lunar outposts and the space, I love space. Like the stars are our destiny, and I think we have a whole universe that we need to explore. Like think of it like the Minecraft world. Like we could stay like in our little realm, our little area where we got these farms and little factories, and maybe we'll make an outpost on the moon, make some pipes here, but like we got the whole like universe to explore. We got planets, galaxies, solar systems. The stars are our destiny. Humanity has always been explorers. We need to get on it. Like we went to the moon. Awesome, great, cool, fantastic. We sent some robots to Mars. We sent some probes. Boop, just beyond the solar system. But like, there's so much more. There's so much more. We gotta get on that. We really do. I think that's about it. Oh, I guess just like it's another thing, another small update, just as like a Hail Mary for money or getting my name out there. I played for Survivor. I don't know, just like as another thing. Big fan of that series. I feel like I've been rambling for a while now. I think I'm probably gonna stop the video here. Have a great one. Bye bye.